Have you ever tried listening to a story from someone who just can't seem to string together a sequence of events if their life depended on it? We all know who I'm talking about. It's that person who gets so caught up in all these moments and details and events that what they're telling you just makes no sense at all.
So I gotta tell you this story, man. I'm with Steve, and we're going over to Jim's house. You remember Jim? The guy with the dog? Anyways, we're on his way to his house when this car slows down to ask us for directions. This guy had really blue eyes. Really charismatic face, too.
Seriously? I mean, some people just need a high five. To the face. With a chair. Trying to follow a story and a person like that is so frustrating and next to impossible to try to understand. I mean, you're left to try to put together these events that they're telling you into your own logic and your own order to try to make some sort of sense of it. What's even more funny is so many technology companies talk that way about their products or services. So now I ask you, high five? What's up, everybody? My name's Massimo, and this is Design for Tech. Over the past 20 years, I have been fortunate enough to own a creative design agency that helps B2B technology companies be more human and look more global. We've learned a thing or two about how engineers think, how technology works, what investors are looking for, and what consumers expect. And now, with the best team that I've ever had, we are giving back to the tech community. Before we go any further, if you like what you're going to see in this video, please hit that like button at the bottom. And if you want to be notified of future videos, please hit that subscribe button. And most importantly, if you want us to cover a topic, leave a comment. This channel is going to grow because of you guys. All right, now on to the good stuff. We live our lives in a logical sequence of events. We generally wake up, we brush our teeth, we have some breakfast, and we go about our day. We count in chronological order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
We learn to read, left to right, front to back. Our minds have been programmed to seek logic, to try to connect actions to create a logical sequence of events. Creating these logical sequence of events helps us navigate our lives. It helps us understand things and recall how to do things later on until things just become second nature. Can you imagine what it would be like if we had to learn how to tie our shoes a different way every single day? So when it comes to explaining a complex thing like how your product works, or maybe the history of your company, or maybe your value proposition, it only makes sense to break them down and connect the dots for your end user. A guiding principle that we strongly believe in here at zfactor is to always tell a story. We believe that if you connect the dots for your customer, you remove a huge barrier of understanding, which is going to help them quicker understand who you are, what your product does, what your value props are.
Long ago and far away in enchanted lands across the seas.
This is not the same as storytelling, which has become a little bit of a buzzword as of lately, but not without merit. Storytelling uses a narrative approach to try to help create an empathetic connection between a company and their end user. We're big fans of empathy, but that's not what this is about. Always telling a story is about identifying and delivering a logical sequence of events, features, actions to help people better understand a complex idea. Whether it's a video script, a landing page, or an infographic, if you're delivering the information in a logical sequence, it requires less effort for the end user to understand what it is you're trying to convey to them. Does this lead to better conversion rates? It does. It absolutely does lead to better conversion rates because you've basically simplified the whole process from them having to learn first to understand what it is you're trying to do, how you're doing it, all the way down to lead gen. Instead of overwhelming them with all these points and features about your products, try connecting the dots for them and tell them information in a logical flow or sequence. This will help them see the bigger picture clear and faster. Having a whole panel on your website with all these features and checkboxes everywhere mean absolutely nothing unless there's pertinent information before that and after that to give it some sort of relevance. A formula that we often use here at zfactor follows a problem, solution, benefit sequence. It consistently provides really good results and can be used everywhere from web pages to video scripts and data sheets. Let me break it down into a logical sequence for you. See what I just did there? Step number 1, identify the problem. This is your chance to set the stage, identify the landscape, and talk at a very high level about the problem or the pain points that every one of your customers have. This is key in setting the stage for the next sequence of events. Step number 2, introduce the solution. So you've identified the problem, they've recognized that there's a problem, and now is your chance to let them know you have a solution that can solve the problem. See? No problem. Step number 3, describe the big benefits. Customers really only care about what's in it for me. However, if you introduce the benefits too early or introduce them at a stage without connecting the dots prior to them, they will lessen the impact that they're going to have on that end user and maybe even in some cases confuse them. Step number 4, provide proof. All right, now's your chance to talk about features in the product. People are now looking for credibility that you can actually deliver on what you're promising to deliver. This is key at this stage to provide proof, technical details, and maybe even some real-world cases. And step number 5, end with a call to action. Every story needs an ending, otherwise it's kind of pointless. This is your chance to reinforce what you can do for that customer and be very clear about the next steps that they need to take in order to make their lives better. We count in order, we read a certain way. Heck, we even walk in order with one foot in front of the other. Our minds are programmed to seek logical sequences of events to help us better understand and navigate our daily lives. I challenge you, check out your website, check out your competitor's website, and see what story are they telling. Or better yet, what story are they not telling? My name's Massimo. Thanks for watching. Remember, subscribe, like, and by all means, leave us a comment. And remember, if you always tell a story, you are going to simplify the user journey and increase your lead gen. Adios. Yeah, I don't speak Spanish. I don't even know why I said that.